it's Jazz1122 here, and this reading is for the Geminis out there for June 1st through June 7th. I just would like to say thank you guys so much for your likes, your comments, and to all my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. If you would like a reading from me, all that information will be down below. And with that being said, let's get right into this video. Okay. We have first house, the body. So I feel for Gemini, you're really focusing on yourself, really. Maybe some of you guys are working out, because I got this for Taurus too as the first house. And I was saying in that reading how people are really starting to focus more on how they feel, how they look, and really taking better care of themselves. And especially some of you may have a lot of free time. Maybe some of you guys haven't went back to work, or some of you work from home, so you're spending more time exercising and in nature and really finding ways to stay sane during the events that's going on this planet right now, which I completely understand. Completely. And we have Uranus genius. So some of you guys are coming to a lot of conclusions about things. Uranus is very quick insight. You ever had the aha? That's a Uranus moment. When you sitting there driving your car, you just rolling down the street, and then you just think about something, and it brings you so much clarity, right? You're like, why did I think about that? Exactly. Some of you guys are going to have a lot of aha moments during this week as well. And we have you here, Gemini, with I think. Like I said, you guys are really focusing on yourselves is what I feel here. How can you be a better person? I feel some of you guys are not waiting for someone to treat you like royalty. You're treating yourself like royalty. Maybe that's the aha idea. You know, maybe you've been waiting for someone to love you and appreciate you and call you and text you back. You had the aha moment, like, what am I doing? Like, did I forget who I was? Like, so I feel some Geminis are checking themselves, like, first house body. Like, I need to get myself in check. Like, maybe some of you guys are realizing how you got wrapped up in somebody and you kind of lost yourself. But you snapped out of it, and it's now you thinking about, like, okay, how can I bring balance to myself? Like, I am my own twin, because Geminis are the twins. So you're realizing how you are your own counterpart. And that is the key. It's not about what's outside of us, it's what's inside, man. It is. Because when you have both energies stable within you, it will show up in your reality. It will. Some of you guys are realizing that aha moment. Like, it comes down to energetics and vibrations. That you're done trying to get someone to see your worth and look at me and talk to. It's like, no, if you don't want to talk to me, fine. I need some time to get myself together. That's really what I feel for some Geminis out there. Let's see. First house body. But, oh, I'm looking at this card and we see this person here. Somebody is looking at you, Gemini, though, in the corner. So, as you're glowing up, because don't this look like a glow-up picture with the gold and the wings? People going to be looking at you. And, to be honest, it's kind of like, it's nice, but it's nice that I love me, though. Like, nobody can love me how I love me. Some of you are really realizing the importance of self-love. When you love yourself so much that you don't leave your power in someone else's hands. So let's see. First house, the body. This was a lot. You see all these cards? I'm not going to take those. Let's see. So this is, I take these two though. It wasn't a whole bunch. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, what I see with these two cards here is some of you are realizing how codependent you've been. this is a honest, and like, I appreciate people who have this honesty with themselves, who be like, you know what, I was chasing that person, you know what, they ignored me and I still kept going back for more. Like, you know, I treated this person like royalty and they treated me like I was a servant. Some of you guys are really realizing that. Like the aha moment, like, wow, my codependency, you know, I always catered to this person like they was the king and I was just some type of peasant. Some of you are really realizing how you have been treated like a peasant, and you're starting to take a step back and remember who you are, and you're starting to you're starting to think about too, why do I act that way? How did I get here? Like, you're really starting to formulate and be like, okay, all I did was cater to this person, and at the end of the day, it was always about them because I didn't want to let them go. I realized that for me to be in self-love, who would I rather lose, myself or them? That's really what it comes down to. You do not want to lose you, because you will always lose people. You can't stop that. Maybe that's what you realize now. Like, it's not worth losing myself if someone expects me just to do whatever they want me to do. And my opinions and my feelings don't matter. I'll use this one. Let's see. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? You done fighting for it, Gemini. With the King of Swords reversed, you done with that. And I feel also with this person, maybe you argue with them a lot too. Or this individual, for some Geminis, they kind of chop down at your self-esteem too. Like, some Geminis was dealing with someone when they got mad that they would just go off and probably say, like, you're not that attractive anyway. Or some Geminis heard the classic saying that I've heard when you want to leave somebody is, oh, you'll never find someone like me. Well, ain't that the point? Like, that's why I'm leaving, bro. Or sis, like, what are you saying? Had to take a drink of water. Okay, let me go into the Genius row. Okay, let's see. Uranus Genius. Yup. And we have the Eight of Wands. And I feel like this came into you very swift. The Eight of Wands is out of nowhere. And I feel this is you, the salamander, and all these thoughts just start coming to you. You're just like, oh, wow. I really let this person treat me like that. Like, I really lowered my worth. Like, I really did this. But the beauty in this, Gemini, if you're feeling this way, is that you're aware. You're taking responsibility. You're not sitting here like you're some poor victim. And by you taking responsibility for yourself, you're actually getting a step closer to getting what you really want. Because a lot of people want happy relationships, but it takes two whole people to have a relationship. Whole. And I think I talked about this in one of my other videos, but I forget which one it was. Like, would you rather have $2 or 50 cents? I would rather have $2. Like, I'm $1. Like, this is just figuratively. Like, I have $1 and you have $1. We have $2 instead of I have 50 cents and you have 50 cents and we're struggling. Like, we you know, that's how I think about life. Having people that are complete, not somebody that complete you. That's how a lot of people get in codependent relationships, because they're constantly looking for their other half. Like, you are your own half. If you don't love yourself, how can, like, loving yourself is also making decisions that show you love yourself. Not saying you love yourself and stay in situations that show you time and time again that you don't love yourself. Because if you did, you wouldn't be there. You wouldn't love somebody more than you love yourself, where you would let someone constantly over and over and over mistreat you because you don't want to let go of them, but you're losing you in the process. So who wins? Not you, because that person is a win-win. They're breaking down your self-esteem, and you still keep coming around, and you won't stand up for yourself. So this is where we have to really be very vigilant about our decisions and have strong boundaries, because not everybody in the world has a heart like you know. So we have the Eight of Wands. Yup. This is you looking at it now. The Seven of Pentacles. Like, wow, this is the farthest it got. We've been building on this for how long? I mean, it has something on it, but shouldn't we be at the 10 by now? But I feel some Geminis was really working on keep rebuilding something and hoping that it will come back to life, but you're realizing that it's dying and there's nothing you can do about it but start over, unless you want to keep working on something that's dead, that's dying. Maybe some of you realize that. And we have the Seven of Swords reverse. Some of you start to feel remorse, actually. Gemini, I want to say this. Don't start beating yourself up. I can't tell you what to do, but with this Seven of Swords, I feel like you deceived yourself. It's like, I can't believe this. I wasted all that. No, Gemini, you didn't waste all that time. There's some people who stay in relationships for 20, 30 years who never wake up to what you have realized today. So, no matter what age you are, where you are, it's the fact that you get it now. And the best part about it is you're still alive to change it. So for the Geminis that's beating themselves up about that, it was all part of a lesson for you. But now you get to set yourself free because you know better. Now, let's see. Let's see, Gemini, I think. Yep. See, with this Two of Cups, upright, this cup, this cup. You see they're already far away from each other. I feel this is how... Every time I see these cards, it cracks me up. I don't know, can you guys see that man's face? He's looking at her like she lost her mind. I feel, but this is reversed. So some of you guys, and the Magician was reversed too. Some of you realized, I think I've been manipulated here. I really, really think so now. Some of you have been. And maybe that's why the Seven of Swords is here reversed. You feel remorse about that. Like, I can't believe I've been duped like that. Like, I really love that person. You're thinking about how this person just did whatever they wanted to do. It makes sense because the Servant card is here. I'm going to call this the Servant card. You realize how you never really got anything out the deal. There was always space between you and this individual because they manifested it that way. It's like they, look at this monkey. I feel like this was you, Gemini, going along with the plan, even though the monkey is like, I'm here though. I'm here. Even though you kind of question this person's decisions and see they got the snake around their neck. Some Geminis realize that you was dealing with a person that had some shiesty ways, but you believed that they could change, but you realized you couldn't change them. That they had the snake around your neck too. And you ready for something new with the Ace of Rods. And the universe hand is right here. Like, here you go, Gemini. I told you, ready to go on to the next lesson. This was just... Everybody at some point in some way has been manipulated, used, lied to in some type of way. And at the end of the day, the best part about it is you don't have to... You know more what it looks like. I feel for some Geminis, you knew certain things, but you still, some people are very, very good at manipulation. So I feel like this person had it down, to be honest. But let's see what the final message is for you, Gemini. Let's see. Gemini's final message. Here you told you. You're good enough. That's what the universe wants you to know. It's time for you to remember that. Like I said, it's not for you to feel down about yourself and feel remorse and how could I be so stupid? No. You're not going to make yourself feel any better talking to yourself like that. It's time to look yourself in the mirror if you feel like this and say, I am good enough. It's okay. This was all part of a lesson. This wasn't a lesson. This person taught me more about myself, and now I know I need to remember I am good enough to speak up for myself, not to let people treat me like I'm their servant. And it's time to let go. I mean, it's time to release this negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. It's 2 full moon cards here. You had enough. When you think of when you ate dinner and you're full, you had enough. That's what it is. This is really a negative situation, especially with the Magician. This is somebody who knew. And now you're thinking about it now. Like I said, this was I feel like this person could whip anything up. They got all types of stuff. And then it's have faith in your dreams, Gemini. You know what your dreams are? This Ace of Rods. It's okay. So, Geminis, I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I'll catch you guys next week.